Hey everybody, Sarah here. It is Thursday, well technically Friday, but I normally make the video on Friday night, not Thursday night, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I was gonna make this video like Friday night, but two rugby games are on this weekend. One's on Friday night, one's on Saturday night. I'm not sure why it's Friday and Saturday and not Saturday and Sunday. I have no idea. Um, I was gonna say maybe it's because they were give both teams, whatever teams actually get to the final, an actual week off rather than 6 days, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Anyway, get to rugby in a minute. Football. So I said it would be. What did I say it would be? I said it would be 3-1 to um 3-1 to England against Australia with. Hang on a minute. I'm looking for the rugby team. I'm looking for the football team. England. Right, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, so I said that the England Australia game in football, I said it would be 3-1 to England, and it'll be at least one Harry Kane goal. It was 1-0 to England. Bear in mind this was a friendly, not a qualifier. Um, yeah, so it was 1-0 to England. So I was wrong with the score, but I was right with the fact that England won. And the goal was by Ollie Watkins, who, all right, Southgate had for this game he had a mix of like the regular players and some newer players. Um, so Harry Kane wasn't playing. He was. I mean, I don't think he was even on the bench, or was he on the bench? I'm not sure, but he was there. He was there. I mean, he had his warm coat on. Um, yeah. So, but the person that scored, which was Ollie Watkins, he was wearing number 9. So technically, Harry Kane's position just wasn't Harry Kane playing. But I can bet you if he was playing, he probably would have scored that anyway. So like I said, I got the score wrong on that, but I did get like the winner right, and obviously it was the wrong scorer. um, yeah. Now let's talk about England versus Italy. I mean, oh yeah, we knew England beat Italy um, in March. Um, so I had a feeling like, oh yeah, we could win this game. But it was just there's so many things like saying, oh yeah, oh no, it was the advert they kept showing for for the on Channel 4 for that match, and they were like Italy, the home of whatever it was saying, and we can't wait to be back in I can't remember if it's in Wembley or in London or wherever um to beat England. And then they showed Harry Kane saying, hang on a minute, don't you don't forget, oh, remember who's at the top of the table or something like that. So that did make me laugh. But then, it was the fact, yeah, people were saying like last time England, no, last time England played Italy in Wembley, it was the Euros final. So, There was that. And what was the other thing? I'm pretty sure they were saying England hadn't beat Italy at Wembley since 1970 something. So I was like, oh, here we go. Yeah, so started watching the game. First goal was scored in the 15th minute by Italy. And I was like, oh no, please don't go this way, please don't go this way. But then I was thinking, hang on, when England lost to them in the Euros final, England scored the first goal, so this could like go the opposite way. Yeah, so that happened. And then about 15 minutes later, there was a foul. Um, went to VAR. England were awarded a penalty. Harry steps up, takes the penalty, scores the penalty. So um, there's that. Oh no! Before I carry on with that, my prediction for the score was 2-1. By the way, yeah, 2-1 to England. So yeah, and I said at least one Harry Kane goal. Um, yeah, so Harry got a penalty. Um, and then in the 57th minute, Marcus Rashford scored a goal. So there was 2-1. So I was like, well, there's my prediction, 2-1 to England. And then, I mean, oh my God, I was like watching it and I was like, I wasn't even expecting it. It was like, I think, what's his name? Jordan Pickford kicked the ball. I can't remember who he kicked it to. And then whoever he kicked it to, kicked it towards, or wherever he kicked it to anyway, it went towards Harry, who didn't quite like get it, but it was coming down towards him and whoever was like the Italian that was like by him. And then when it landed or whatever, it like Harry had it, and he kind of actually he just stumbled, but he quickly got up. And then he literally, I mean, sorry, but when I was watching it, I was like, it seemed like when I said at rugby, when rugby's been on, when they run like the length of the not the whole length of the pitch, but like a certain distance, and Harry literally ran from where he was by this person up the field, kicked it, and dodged this other player, I think, and then went towards the goal, and then he went to kick it, and I was like, come on, get it in, and he got it in. So I was like, two Harry Kane goals, 3-1. They beat it. This was literally like, what was this? 77th minute. So there was like 13 minutes left. And I was like, is it possible for Italy to score 2 goals and cause it to be a draw? But yeah, they couldn't do that. So England only needed a draw to qualify, and they pretty much stuffed Italy. So yeah, England have qualified for the Euros. Still 2 games left. And don't forget, the next game England are playing in Wembley, I think it's the last one they're playing in Wembley of the qualifiers. I'm actually going to be there. So, yeah, it's like just weird. Like the next game I won't be watching on telly, I'll actually be in the stadium. That's just like crazy. Um, yeah, anyway, enough about the football. Um, we're going to talk about rugby. So, um, yeah, so hang on. I'm trying to think of all the games that were on last week. Um, I should go back onto the thing because I'm trying to think of the scores. Yeah, I wasn't going to mention the scores, but I will. Hang on. Rugby World Cup. So, trying to think what order they're in. That was the order, yeah. All right. So, the first game that was on last weekend was Wales and Argentina, and I think. Hang on, would that be? All right. So the score at full time was 29-17 to Argentina. But I'm convinced, like, I don't think they would have got. Oh, there was that whole interception right near the end, which, yeah, we'll talk about that. But the one thing that really annoyed me was Zamet almost scored a try, but he was pulled into touch. And what confused me was the ref went to the TMO, and I was like, well, you could see he went into touch. So why are you looking at the TMO? Or why are you looking at like the thing to see if it was a try? Because clearly it wasn't, because he was into touch. If he had got that try, if Zamet wasn't like literally what you call it into touch, he would have got that try. So who knows how that game would have gone? Um, yeah, and all these games, I said to my mum, my nan, and my dad, that all those games that were on last week, whoever got tickets to any of those games, they had their money's worth because it was literally. I mean, I'm looking at the scores in front of me now. Like Wales almost won, and like that score was 29-17 to Argentina. The other game was Ireland and New Zealand. I was kind of hoping. I mean, actually, by that point, I was like, well, Wales aren't through, so I don't really care who gets into the semi-final from the next game. Although I should really, because you know England could end up playing them. Um, yeah. So Ireland, New Zealand, that was really close as well. Um, and that ended 24-28. Um, so 24-28 to New Zealand. Um, so there's that game. Um, I'm gonna mention the final game of the weekend before I mention the other one. So France played South Africa, and I was looking at the score things, like if England get to the semi-final, who are they more likely to beat, France or South Africa? And when I was looking, I think it might have been South Africa, because literally they beat they lost to South Africa in 2019 in the World Cup final. They the game whatever game they played them in after that, England actually beat South Africa. Then the last time England played South Africa, South Africa beat them. So if it works out right, yeah. So South Africa beat France by 1 point. It's like I said, people got their money's worth. And then obviously England and Fiji. I mean, this was, oh my God. I was like, come on, come on, come on. You can't lose this game. You can't lose this game. You can't get beaten by Fiji. And the score was 30-24 to England. So the semi-finals are tomorrow, which is New Zealand and Argentina, and Saturday, which is England and South Africa. Or was it South Africa and England? I'm not sure. I think it was England and South Africa. Um, actually, I mean, technically, I don't know. Oh, what's I on my TV? Um, Argentina versus New Zealand tomorrow, which I'm kind of hoping Argentina win it, but it's obviously going to be New Zealand, isn't it? I kind of want it to be Argentina because England have already played Argentina and they beat Argentina. Um, did they beat Argentina? Yeah, they won all their games. What was the score? Hang on. England v Argentina. Not the football. When I look at the football, it was going up with the rugby. Now I'm putting the bloody rugby. Yeah, they did 27-10. So preferably I'd want Argentina to beat New Zealand tomorrow. I'm not sure that's going to happen though. And that's a little bit cheap though. SOC are showing that on their channel. It's on ITV, but it's on SOC. But when the England game's on, they haven't bothered. That's a bit biased. I know Wales don't like England and England don't like Wales, but really? I mean, it's the only home team left. Yeah, so like I said, I hope Argentina beat New Zealand, but I think Argentina will lose to New Zealand. And then the game on Saturday, what time? Probably both on around that. Both around 7:30, sure. 8ish, might be 6 off, I'm not sure. Okay, that just confused me. Channel 5's got cricket, and that's England and South Africa. It's just running with a two England South Africa game. Yeah. So yeah, on Saturday, um, England is England v South Africa, so England win first. And I mean, obviously, I want England to win that game. I really want England to win that game. I want England to get to a World Cup final. I mean, another World Cup final. I mean, it's literally 20 years since they won the Rugby World Cup. So 20 years later, win it again. Yeah, so England to beat South Africa. Fingers crossed. So I don't want the final to be New Zealand and South Africa. I'd rather it be England and Argentina, but I think it might be England and New Zealand. But I don't want it to be New Zealand and South Africa. England have to win on Saturday. And I'm going to say they're going to win it. I'm going to say it's going to be. I want it to be England and Argentina in the final, but I think it could be England and New Zealand in the final. So yeah, we'll see. See what my video next week will be about. Yeah. So anything else? Oh yeah. The other thing I found funny was when when England qualified for the Euros, and one of the headlines on the back of the paper was, "Harry, can we stay at yours?" or something like that. Because obviously he lives in Germany now, and the Euros are in Germany. Yeah. So fingers crossed for rugby. Come on, England. Come on, England. Come on, England. Yeah. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.